welcome to YarnGasm. I'm Kristen, and this is episode 77. Happy summer, everybody! Yay! Hot weather is finally here, at least in Brooklyn. It is sweltering out. I'm gonna guess that it's 90 degrees. I don't know, but me and Dennis, we took a walk before. We had a picnic. It was lovely, but really, really hot. And I'll be honest, I love this weather. I really do. I live for it, so I'm excited, but again, this is not exactly the day you want to be talking about woolen knits, but I don't mind because I love knitting. So here we go. Episode 77. First, apologies for no show last week. It was Memorial Day weekend. Me and Dennis just kind of, chilled, barbecued, and yeah, we were just enjoying our time off, and I never got around to vidcasting, so I'm sorry, guys. But I'm back this week, and I do have some finished objects to show you. And what else? That's pretty much that's it for updates. So yeah, let's get to Off the Needles. If you remember, last episode I had cast off or finished one sock, one vacation sock. And this week I happen to have a second. So these are my improv Cookie A BFF socks. And the yarn is Blue Moon Fiber Arts Socks That Rock Lightweight. And I say improv because, well, she's selling the pattern on Ravelry for, I believe it's $6, and I was looking at it and I'm like, I can figure this out for myself, so I just kind of dove in and came up with my own version. 4x4 ribbing, and then just a simple four stitch twist going all the way down the leg. Very, it was a no-brainer for me, so I just took it upon myself. I don't know if it's exactly the same because I didn't download the pattern, so there could be something totally different with it. I don't know. Don't quote me on it, but this is just my own take on it. So, and as you can see, the second one has like a contrasting twist. So one's going to, there we go. One is twisting to the left and one's twisting to the right. So, they're both somewhat different and it gets a nice little symmetrical effect. Yeah, if you want to take a closer look, as I mentioned, the yarn is Blue Moon Fiber Arts in their Little Dabble Do Ya colorway. Lots of cyans, spring greens, and muted light pinks. It's on me. Yeah, I love these colors. So, love it, love it. And I think I definitely had the second one finished last weekend, so yay. Until the weather gets cold. I'm stocking up. You know what? I have this grandiose idea that I'm going to knit all these socks. I don't know if you've seen like images. I forget which knitwear designer has like this gorgeous pull-out drawer of just like neatly folded hand knit socks, like a bazillion of them, and I just fantasize about having the same. So I don't know if that's going to happen because I keep wearing my socks out faster than I can actually knit them. But a girl can dream. I think this summer I'm really going to buckle down, blow through whatever sock yarn that I have, and just kind of try and make that happen. I don't know. It probably won't, but we'll see. But yeah, so this is Off the Needles. I have another thing off the needles, but it's not quite finished. I mentioned this last time, my Audrey and Unst cardigan, which I began, I believe, which I began maybe like a year and a half to 2 years ago when we were living in the other place. I picked it up maybe 3 weeks ago, and I finished it. All that I need to do right now, here you go. I mean, I wish I had this done. I finished it 2 weeks ago. Before, I think, did I finish it? I may have finished it last weekend. I don't know. But my goal was to have the grosgrain ribbon sewn on and some buttons. But lo and behold, I went to my local button shop near my office, and everything was super expensive. Buttons are expensive, guys. I don't know. And nothing really spoke to me. So, I don't know. I might just go to Michael's or something and see what I can scope out there. But yeah, nothing. I have to, For some reason, the pattern says I should have 11 buttonholes. I have 11. Oh no, I'm sorry. They said I have to have 10. I have 11 for some reason. I don't know why, but it all worked out. It added up, so who knows. But the other thing that I wanted to say was when I cast this off and blocked it, it was huge. I was so disappointed. Um, I love longer sleeves, like, the, ribbing that goes over the hand so, can keep you warm and stuff. But these were like gorilla. They were flopping around, and I was just like, oh, this is not good. And I wasn't about to rip it all back because I was just so over it, like knitting it already. I was just, I don't know. I mean, I'm in love with the pattern. I cannot wait to wear this, but I was just so disenchanted with the fact that it just turned out too big. In general, I'm a size 32, which is usually like the small. I'm tiny, guys. I don't know, but like I'm usually the smallest size on the rung, but when you wear a bra and stuff like that, I'm a smidge bigger, so I'm not exactly 32. I'm a little bit bigger. So, but I wanted to have some kind of like positive ease. So going from a 32 to a 34 is not that big of a stretch in my mind. I don't know. I like that little bit of ease in there. But this just blocked out to be ginormous, and this is, by the way, Knit Picks DK Gloss in their Velveteen colorway. So it's like a silk merino blend. And I don't know, maybe it had to do with the silk because silk is heavier and the merino. But I reached out to Twitter, or I didn't actually, I was complaining about it on Twitter, like I do. And people actually reached out and said, why don't you try tossing it in the dryer for one spin? It might shrink. And a couple of people actually mentioned that, and I was like, you know what? I have nothing to lose. I've never tried this before, and because I was worried about it felting a little bit, but I think it's only if you toss it in the washing machine that it really felts. So I said, what the hey? Tossed it in the dryer for about like 45 minutes, and it worked. It worked. It fits like a glove, and I am so excited. I'll try it on a little bit. I mean, the sleeves actually shrunk back to like, they're still relatively long, but, so, wow, it's hot, guys. I'm wearing a sweater and it's like 90 degrees out. So, well, it's still a little, okay, this looks a little bit wonky on me right now. Okay, there we go. But I think once the button band is in, it's gonna look a little better, a little more fitted and stuff like that. But, and I'll take pictures. I'll model it so you can actually see what it looks like from the waist down. I don't want to get up because I'm gonna shake up my whole system here. But as you can see, like the sleeves fit. They fit a little bit loose, but I'm not complaining. This is gonna fit very nicely over the come fall. So and the sleeves, a little bit big, but I love it. I love it. Oh, yes. And let me see. The neck lining, I was actually concerned because I was looking at the pattern. I'm like, oh, I think they just kind of leave the neck bind off to be, little, roly-poly. But no, it's actually an I-cord bind off, which I think is genius. I don't know. It took, this type of bind off took longer than I think anything else. It was just, thankfully I had a podcast to watch, listen to a couple of them, and it just flew by. So anyway, Audrey and Unst by Gudrun Johnson. Excellent pattern. I may knit another in the correct size, a size down. I'll just hope that it fits, which it probably will. I don't know. But yeah, so it's done. It's done. I have a sweater to speak of. So that's what's off the needles this week, guys. Hopefully next week I'll have something. I'll actually be wearing it if it's not too hot out. I don't know. If not, I'll just post photos of me wearing it and stuff like that so you can see what it's like. Excuse me. On the Needles. My Breezy Cardigan by Hannah Fettig. This cardigan, I've fallen a little bit out of love with it. and it's sad to say, but I did. Um, I've gotten some leeway out of it. I think, yeah, here we go. Right side up. Um, it's miles and miles and miles of stockinette, and it's got this drapey yoga kind of opening, like there are no buttons. It just kind of drapes down, and it kind of like I noticed on the from photos, like the neckline just kind of stretches out a little bit, and which is nice. I don't know, but I don't know if it's the miles and miles of stockinette or just I've just kind of fallen out of love with it. I don't know, but I've just been knitting on it, just mixing things up. When I'm tired of knitting on one thing, I just come to this, and I don't know. I haven't given up on it yet. Maybe I'll just knit like another couple. I'll try to get through the decreases and increases for the waisting, the waistline, and see how I feel after that. If not, I may rip back. I don't know. And the yarn is Blue Moon Fiber Arts Socks That Rock, lightweight in the Blecker colorway, in my usual muted purple color scheme, and it's variegated. So it's like I'm hoping for this to be like a comfortable, heathery kind of Cape Cod wrap, because there's a Cape Cod trip in our future, very coming up, very close. I don't know when, but it is, and I was hoping to just have something to wrap around me because it gets chilly up there, which is kind of why I'm reveling in this heat wave today. I don't know, but I haven't given up on it, and I'm knitting them on my signature US 6s. So no complaints. I mean, it's a very straightforward pattern so far. I'm just when you just fall out of love with a project, and it's like I'm not interested so much anymore. Because I'm kind of looking forward to casting on another cardigan that I've had my eye on for several weeks, probably months. I don't know. The Vivian cardigan by Isolde Teague. I know I am a glutton for punishment, but the fact that it's knit using bulky weight yarn is very promising to me. I mean, that's incentive right there. Like, oh, it's bulky weight yarn, complex, but it's bulky. It might knit up kind of quick, Whereas fingering, it's kind of getting to me. I don't know. So yeah, we'll revisit in a couple weeks and see where we are with Breezy. But anyway, but yes, the Vivian cardigan. It's if you haven't seen it, it's an old, not old, but I mean it's been around Ravelry and the web, and there have been many projects of it since it debuted. I don't know when, but I'm and it's a Isolde Teague pattern, so you know that it's going to be complex. So I'm going to challenge myself because lately I've just been doing a lot of plain stockinette patterns. I feel like I haven't really been challenging myself, and I'm like, I miss knitting lace. Like I cast on a couple projects, and I'm like, I miss this. I really miss the like watching lace grow from my needles. I don't know. I can't explain it, but that's what I miss right now. So I'm that and cabling. So yeah, you understand what I'm talking about. I need a challenge. That's what it comes down to. So what else is on my needles? I cast on. Okay, well, I'll get to that in a little bit. Anyway, yesterday me and Dennis went to the beach. Finally. Because there was like another heat wave, and so we're like, all right, no questions asked. No questions asked. We're getting in a car. We're going to the beach. So impromptu, I pulled out 3 skeins from my Yarn Fortress, and I held them up to Dennis. I'm like, I want to knit you a pair of socks. Which do you like? And he pointed to this, which, if you remember, I purchased this a long time ago. I believe it was from the Looy. And this is 3 Irish girls in their Collins colorway. I can focus. And it's like a really cool, I don't know what drew me to the color in the first place, but it's like army green, olive green, like bright Kelly green, and then like almost a white neon lime green in there. And really cool colorway. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna get you a pair of socks because your birthday's coming up and our anniversary's coming up. And yeah, so I I know I have other vanilla socks still on my needles, but I just needed something different. And I cast this on yesterday, and I'm already down to the heel and the gussets. Did the gussets, so I'm just you know, getting back to the 32 stitch count on the other side of the needle, and I'm doing magic loop on my favorite Chiao red lace Chiao US ones. Um, so yeah, I love Chiao. They are awesome, and again, like I love how Three Irish Girls adorn. This is their adorned sock base, which not as dense as Blue Moon Fiber Arts. It's a little more softer, I would say, but it still feels sturdy, you know. And I remember I knit the other pair. It was like self-striping, like cyan and like a wine magenta colorway. And I knit those on my signature US one DPNs, and it was just they were just piercing through the um, the strands of yarn, and I couldn't. I despised knitting with my signatures using this sock base, but on the Blue Moon Fiber Arts, they knit up like a dream with those needles. So it depends like what you're you know what you're comfortable with. It's all personal preference. So yeah, these are flying off my needles. The first sock, at least. Our second anniversary is coming up on Wednesday. I am so excited. So my delusions of grandeur tells me I'm going to finish both socks by our anniversary. It's not going to happen. It really isn't, no. But in my mind, it does. It's going to happen, so we'll see what that's like. It's not going to happen. Yeah. I'm rambling today, guys. I took a nap before because we took like this long walk to get to like a park, have a picnic, and then in the sweltering heat, and when we got back, I just collapsed. I was like, I'm done. I need a nap, and now I'm just wide awake. Okay, time for yarn acquisitions. As you remember, last time I mentioned that my stash was pretty lacking, which is curious because I recall having a lot of yarn in my stash. I think it's a combination of me just kind of plowing through it and me not finishing projects that are still on the needles, which we shall remain nameless until I dig them up again. But yeah, I did a little damage at the Loopy and I purchased 2 skeins of yarn and some new knitting needles for my Vivian cardigan that's coming down the pike. So, turns out they made me a Loopy groupie. So I'm so excited. And again, as I mentioned, they always send the best little notes. Like when you order something, they always like, right, welcome to the Loopy groupies, Kristen, yay! And then they always put like these little kind of drawings and doodles, and they're just so cute. So Sherry, if you're watching, thanks. It's adorable. I love it. And to top it off, because I'm a groupie now, she sent me this lovely, awesome tote bag. So if you can see, it has like a little loopy sheep on it. Oh, well, there we go. It has socks. I love it. I was looking for a project bag like this, and oh my gosh, I'm so ecstatic. And not only that, they sent me a free skein of yarn. So this is either a sign that I do too much yarn shopping, or I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to question it. She sent me a free skein of Lorna's laces in their hand-dyed yarns in, I think it's their shepherd sock. Yes, shepherd sock. So zombie BBQ socks, still on the needles, but I mean the same base, which I love. It's soft, a little bit looser, a little bit softer than Three Irish Girls. So it's like a lightweight, but a lot softer. So I could see these wearing a little bit more quickly, but Look at that color. I don't know if you remember my Holden shawlette, which I knit, I believe it was out of Quince & Co. yarn. Same colorway. And this one is patina, which I actually have been ogling for a while. But as you can see, it's a lovely olive green gold color, solid. It's beautiful. I love it. I don't know what I'm going to knit with it yet, but I don't have to knit anything right away. So I'm just going to hold off until something catches my eye. But what I had originally ordered, because Malabrigo, I have not knit with for such a long time, and I kind of missed it. And I noticed that I don't know how new it is, but they have a baby alpaca lace. I don't know when they came out with it, but anyway. I ordered 2 skeins, one in their Pearl 10 colorway, which if you remember was, I believe Pearl 10 was the very first colorway I ordered from Malabrigo. And their normal lace, what do you call it? Their normal lace base, which is like a single ply, but this is, I believe, is like a 2-ply. I could be wrong. It's 420 yards, 70% baby silk alpaca, and 30% silk. It doesn't say the ply on it. Oh well. But anyway, you still get a lot of yardage out of it. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one, but I ordered 1 skein of this, and then another skein in their damask colorway, which I already, as you can clearly see, I already wound into a cake and started something on it, which I'm kind of, I started 2 projects on this already, and I'm just a little bit disenchanted with both projects. The first was, what was it? I'm going to go check my notes. I'm functioning without notes today, again, guys. Oh. Okay. The first project that I cast on was with this yarn was the Teasdale shawl, which is a crescent-shaped shawl, lacy up the wazoo. Was enjoying it, but I messed up, so I ripped back, started it again, and then it was just, because it's lace, I don't think, I just didn't like the way it was knitting up. It was too holy? I don't know. It was just very, like, I need a thicker, denser weight of yarn for that one. I think I'm going to go with like a fingering or like a DK for that one, but it's a beautiful pattern. If you haven't checked it out, look it up. Second one, I tried revisiting the Echo Flower shawl, which, if you remember, was a total disaster. I think like 2 years ago, same time I started Audrey and Unst. I was a knit along that I started with Stitch Mistress of the TV Knitting Podcast. Hers came out beautiful. It was, we both purchased, it's like the first time that we met up at Brooklyn General. We both got the same skein of Malabrigo Frank Ochre, which is a beautiful yellow mustardy shade, and we both agreed to do the Echo Flowers shawl, and I messed that up royally. Yeah, I won't get into the details, but it was just like a total brain fart. What was I thinking? I don't know. So disaster. I will not mention anymore. But I started a second version of it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, again, it's lace. I think this pattern calls for a denser weight of yarn. I don't know. I'm just not liking it. So I may rip back and do something a little bit more daintier. And again, pink. It was calling out to me. And it's muted. Muted. I don't know. I love it. Here. It's like this lovely damask muted rose. Damask rose. I don't know. It's beautiful. I love it. I don't know if it really suits my complexion, but I don't care. I like the color. So, and last but not least, I ordered needles for my Vivian, and of course, because it's such a complex project, I want to give myself further incentive. So I got some Chiaogus in size 8s, US 8. Yeah, it would help if I held it up right. Okay, there we go. And they're the red lace, which I love. I have yet to knit with these, but they look vaguely pointy. Not as pointy as signatures, so there may be less of a chance of me stabbing myself in the hand. I don't know. I'm just going to go with that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna ask Dennis to get me the set for my birthday in January. I don't know. I've been ogling it, so yeah. I love Chiaogus. There's something else I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? I can't remember. Eh. Oh, and the last time, guys, Yarn Swift. It's a Swift. Not a Wisp, it's a Swift. So, of course, I remembered what the Yarn Swift was after I was done recording, like I told you. I could not remember the name for the life of me. I don't know why. I really don't. So, anyway, yes, Yarn Swift. It's in here. Yeah, I have a couple more other goodies coming in the mail. I treated myself because it needed some lovin', my Iron Fortress. So there you go. So yeah, thank you, Link. Thank you, Loopy. You guys are awesome. And that's pretty much it for this week, guys. I did no spinning at all. I just haven't. I felt like I was neglecting my knitting, so I kind of just dove into that. I dove into my knitting and got some stuff done, and it feels great because I really missed having stuff off my needles and just knitting, and I felt like learning how to spin, while I love it, it's taking away from my knitting time, and I'm just kind of like, I want to knit. But don't worry, I have more stuff coming down the pike. What else? Oh, sewing-wise, today for some reason I got the sewing bug, and I decided to make myself a circle skirt since those are relatively easy. And I had some fabric lying around that I don't use anymore. I think it was like one of those Urban Outfitters tapestry things that you just throw around, you know, to decorate the place, and I don't use it anymore. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to turn this into a circle skirt because I really like the pattern. And it needs a little bit more work, but I think it fits. It just needs a little bit more, oh, and we have a co-host. Hello, Miss Bella. Where's my Bella Bells? Come here. Wanna come? Hi. Easy kitty. Say hello, Bella. What you doing? What you doing? You getting into mischief? Are you getting into mischief? Say hello. Hello, everybody. What's up? Do 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 do. You like put me down, please. I love you. Okay. I love this cat. Okay. But you already knew that. But anyway, circle skirt, yes. Here we go. Yeah, obviously I need to probably throw it in the wash because it was all wrinkly, and I kind of just used this fabric as like a test thing. It's been sitting folded up in our linen cabinet for I don't know how long, so I ironed it as best as I could, and yeah, I tried it on and I love it. I did the whole zipper. I'm very proud of myself. Look at that. I did a zipper. I need to just like clean up these edges, and look. It's a zipper. I'm excited. So, I don't know. This is like a test drive type thing. But yeah. And I love circle skirts, so, you know. Yay! Now I don't have to buy a new one. So, there you go. That's my sewing story for today. But yeah, other than that, I'm trying to think what else is new. Oh! Do you guys notice something different? Yay! I got my ear pierced again. If you remember, what do you call it? Like maybe 6 or 7 months ago, weeks ago, I had a split ear, like an earlobe, because I used to wear heavy earrings and it got snagged. Yeah, totally gross. But anyway, I finally got it repaired and it healed beautifully. And last week I had my ear re-pierced. I had to go to a plastic surgeon to do it, but he did an amazing job. And he actually re-pierced it for me. So it's a little gold stud. I have to wear it for maybe, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks until it totally healed. Oh God, wow, I can't talk today, guys. Yeah, just 4 to 6 weeks until it heals, and then I can wear normal earrings again. Let the earring obsession begin again. Yay! But of course, since it was only one ear, he didn't have another stud for this year, so I found myself after my appointment, I wandered into H&M, and luckily, amazingly, they had like a whole pack of stud earrings for like $5. You get like a 6 pack of stud earrings of like gold rhinestone things. Anyway, I was in luck, so I found a matching earring to go with it. Score. Um, but yeah, that's the latest drama of the week. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it for this week, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the summery weather we're having here on the East Coast. I hope you all found a way to get to the beach or something, or just barbecuing or having fun. That's it. Enjoy the weather. I hope you all just got out and enjoyed yourself. But that said, have a great week. Happy knitting, and I'll see you next time. Bye.